Hello, I am Mansi Dave and you have tuned into Realty Buzz, which keeps you up to date to all that's making news in the world of real estate sector. The first news on board says NCR home buyers plan protest on July 19 over 30,000 flats at stake. Hundreds of home buyers from Noida, Gurgaon, Ghaziabad and Greater Noida planned a protest at Jantar Mantar on July 19th. They are opposing the delays in the passage of the Real Estate Regulatory Bill and the final notification of the eco-sensitive zone around the Okla Bird Sanctuary. More than 30,000 home buyers cannot take possession of their flats till the notification is issued. It has been a long wait. They have been called and promised several things, but nothing seems to materialize. What are we supposed to do? Said Indish Gupta, co-founder of Noida Extension Flat Owners Welfare Association. Though real estate body CREDAI has announced the handover of close to 50,000 flats by year end, buyers feel the current trend doesn't indicate those targets will be met. The next news says Brigade to buy Rs 550 crore Chennai plot from Kansai Nerolac. Industrial paints maker Kansai Nerolac said it has entered into an agreement with realty firm Brigade Properties to sell its land in Chennai for Rs 550 crore. The board of directors of the company has approved the sale of the company's land at measuring 15.86 acres at Perangudi, Chennai, to Brigade Properties Private Limited or its nominees, another special purpose vehicle formed by Brigade Group and GIC Singapore, for a sum of Rs 550 crore, Kansai Nerolac said in a BSE filing. It further said that the sale is subject to due diligence by the purchaser and such other procedures as may be necessary with regards to acquisition of the land. Kansai Nerolac said that it has entered into the term sheet with Brigade Properties Private Limited for it. Shares of Kansai Nerolac settled at 0.21% down at Rs 211.95 apiece on the BSE. The next news says MMRDA receives highest ever bid for transferable development rights. MMRDA has received a bid of 52,000 per square meter, 4,800 a square feet for TDRs offered under an auction, which is the highest ever bid received for TDRs. The Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority has received a bid of 52,000 per square meter, which is 4,800 a square feet for transferable development rights, offered under an auction, which is the highest ever bid received for TDRs in an auction by any government body. MMRDA had put a total of 3.22 lakh square feet of TDRs in Mumbai's western suburbs of Goregaon and Jogeshwari for auction. These TDRs generated through slum rehabilitation projects at Nirlon and Nesco plots in Goregaon and Ajgaonkar in Jogeshwari have witnessed unprecedented response with 14 bids from 12 developers. According to experts, MMRDA is expected to generate a revenue of over 150 crore through this auction. Realty developer Bhumi Construwell had bid 52,011 per square meter, 4,800 a square feet for 6,133 square feet of TDRs generated out of the slum rehabilitation project on a plot in Jogeshwari. Currently, prices of TDRs generated at these three locations are between 4,500 and 5,000 per square feet. However, the rate is prevalent for TDRs sold by private developers. Typically, when a government body like MMRDA or MHADA auction TDRs, the rates achieved are relatively lower. The response to the MMRDA auction of TDRs indicates hardening of TDR prices given the shortage in the market. The response to TDR auction has been good. Apart from the highest bid received for TDRs generated out of the Jogeshwari plot, the average bid for TDRs offered 51,000 per square meter, and this has stood at the highest bid average for TDRs offered by any government body. After this auction, MMRDA is left with additional 70,000 square meter of TDRs generated in the suburbs. Here we take a short break. You don't go anywhere. We will be right back. The building, which is 95% complete, is likely to be inaugurated in July or August, with several dignitaries expected from Gulf nations. Welcome back after the break. The next news on board says Smart City Kochi CEO Gigi Joseph resigns. Taking a deeper look into the story, Smart City Kochi's CEO Gigi Joseph has resigned from the company due to personal reasons. Confirming his resignation, IT Secretary P.H. Kurian said, Joseph has put in his papers and the same has been accepted. Smart City Kochi is an IT special economic zone under construction in Kochi. The meeting of the board of directors decided to accept his resignation. The board members asked him to continue till the inauguration of the first IT complex which is 95% completed. But he requested the board to relieve him at the earliest owing to personal reasons, and the board accepted. Expressing happiness that he could breathe life into the smart city project, which had remained in limbo for about 8 years, he said, "When I started, all I had was a barren patch of land which did not even have connectivity to the main road." The project did not have SEZ approval or environmental clearance. In a record 24 months, a LEED Platinum building of 6.5 lakh square feet was developed along with adjacent campus infrastructure, such as the first bridge, internal roads of 3.7 km, power receiving and distribution system, water receiving and distribution system, among others. Developing campus infrastructure was critical to attract multinationals, as our vision is to attract those companies to Kochi. The building, which is 95% complete, is likely to be inaugurated in July or August, with several dignitaries expected from Gulf nations. Smart City Kochi Infrastructure is a joint venture company formed to develop the Kochi Smart City project. The Kerala government and T-Com Investments, a subsidiary of Dubai Holding, are the main investors of the company. The project envisions minimum 8.8 million square feet of built-up space, out of which at least 6.21 million square feet will be specifically for IT, ITES, allied services. The project is expected to create over 90,000 direct jobs. Smart City Kochi is one of the first two projects of the Smart City's vision to build a large network of knowledge-based industry township across the world. The next news comes from DLF. The country's largest real estate firm, DLF, has started organic farming in one of its housing projects in Gurgaon to sell vegetables to residents cheaply. It is also giving away toll coupons to residents of New Town Heights at Sector 98, Gurgaon, and has thrown in a cheap transport service. New Town Heights is a part of the DLF Garden City Township. According to People, the project is in its developing area, which is why DLF has come out with such offers to lure buyers. Many developers such as Supertech and Vatika offer free transport and caretaker services. This is the first time DLF is offering them. A few months ago, DLF for the first time offered discounts in its various housing projects across India to increase sales. The discounts were offered in 16 projects in Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, Kochi, Lucknow, Panchkula, Bhubaneswar, Kasauli, and New Chandigarh as part of DLF Spring Festival. Developers began reducing house prices 2 years ago to revive sales after banks tapered lending to the real estate sector. However, DLF refused to follow till recently. A DLF spokesperson said it was offering free health checkups, doorstep medicine delivery, yoga classes, and coordination for domestic health, car cleaners, and gas cylinders. The thrice-a-day shuttle service, free earlier, is now subsidized. Until a daily needs store is open, DLF has given a grocery van. Since the DLF Garden City area is a developing market, facilities for daily needs are required. We realize residents relocating from developed residential areas would face difficulties, and hence we started these facilities at New Town, said Vikram Datta, Vice President Marketing, DLF. DLF has delivered 2,450 apartments in this project, and more than 350 families are living in it. DLF was penalized by the Fair Trade Regulator, Competition Commission of India, last year for allegedly imposing unfair and discriminatory terms on buyers in several of its projects. This case is being heard in the Supreme Court, but DLF had to deposit a penalty of Rs 630 crore in court pending the litigation. In February, 2 fresh probes were ordered by the Competition Commission involving DLF Sky Court and Regal Gardens project in Gurgaon. The company is on the divestment spree to generate cash and focus on its core real estate business. So on this note, it's a wraparound for this episode of Realty Buzz. We will be back with more on this. Till then, keep watching Spin TV. Goodbye and take care.